The suspect appears to have taken hostages.
Right, Sarge, and they're all teenagers?
Confirmed. Now listen, the dog squad, the chopper and the SWAT team are all on their way. So leave the heavy stuff to them.
How dangerous is this guy?
Seems to be living in some sort of fantasy world. Reckons he's from a family of German aristocrats. Calls himself the Baron.
When times get tough, people can do crazy things. In this case, though, it looked like the Baron had completely cracked. The last we'd heard was that the Baron was really enjoying himself at the youth camp. He was even given the chance to take on increased responsibility.
Baron, I'm giving you the chance to take on increased responsibility.
As usual, the Baron was more than ready for the challenge.
I'm more than ready for the challenge, Alan.
Excellent. All the landmarks necessary to find the destination point are clearly marked on the map.
I see them clearly.
But just in case you get lost...
Getting lost will simply not happen, Alan, I can assure you.
But just in case, there are several marked tracks in the navigation area. All you need is to make sure you take the right one.
And the right one is?
Stringy bark track.
Huh?
If you give me your phone, I'll store the name so you won't forget it.
Be my guest. It's bad enough that I have to wear you without you itching as well.
Of course, you won't reveal the name of the track to your navigation group. You still with me, Baron?
Of course. I won't even reveal the name of the track to myself, Alan.
The point of the exercise is to navigate by observing natural features.
Exactly the kind of hiking I like.
Ah! Morning, all. We all set to go?
Yep.
You got your list of landmarks? Baron von Hasenberg is your team leader today.
Please, no need to be formal. Just plain old Baron will be fine.
I'll leave you in his capable hands, and good luck.
So, bush navigation team, onward.
If the Baron was going to crack up, then there were definitely no signs of it. In fact, he looked as happy as he'd ever been. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said about yours truly.
Do rats and mice turn your dreams into nightmares? Then call Roger, the rodent man. Now that's what I call service. Roger, the rodent man. He really can make your dreams come true.
Tell me this isn't true, guys, please.
Sorry, Sam, but it is. And it's playing all over the TV.
But that's our song.
No. It's Roger the Rodent Man's now.
You said that Philly B promised he wouldn't do this anymore.
Well, obviously he lied.
Well, it's time to get a good lawyer.
You can't even afford a bad lawyer. It wouldn't make a difference anyway. Remember, we signed contracts?
Philly B now owns the rights to all of our music.
On our left, just up ahead, we should see the old pine tree struck by lightning. And on our right, if we listen hard, we should hear the gurgling water of Flatstone Creek. Can anyone hear it? This is not good enough, team. Not good enough at all. Very well. I'd like you all to give me your phones, please.
What? You can't be serious.
What's the problem?
This is an exercise in bush navigation, not a social networking rally.
What if we fall behind and get lost? How will we call for help?
If you keep up, you won't get lost.
I'll die without my phone.
Yeah, we need them.
Me too.
Look, as a gesture of solidarity, I too will give up my phone. Not only that, I'll leave the backpack here. We collect it on our return.
That's my phone.
Whoa. Whoever it's for, I'm sure it can't be so important that it can't wait until we return. So, shall we continue?
He's not answering. Why isn't he answering?
Maybe he's riding a surfboard or chasing kangaroos.
Marcus, please, this is important.
Why don't you call Sophie?
Yes, why didn't I think of that?
Well...
Don't even think of answering that.
The Baron won't be back for a few hours, Lily. He's out leading a group on a bushwalk.
What? Daddy can barely find his own way to the bathroom, let alone through a forest. You've got to find him, Sophie.
What's the problem?
Today is the day that Daddy must report to the police station. I just know he'll forget.
Right. Leave it with me.
Thank you, Sophie. Bye.
So which track do we take, Baron?
Which track?
Stringy bark. Scribbly gum?
Silky oak?
It's definitely one of them.
If you give me your phone, I'll store the name so you won't forget it.
As a gesture of solidarity, I too will give up my phone.
Which way, Baron?
Actually, we don't go by the track names. That's much too easy.
I like easy.
Well, I'm afraid you're with the wrong man. The von Hasenburg never cheats. Look at your lists, everyone. What's the next navigation point?
Tumbledown Ridge.
Tumbledown Ridge. Exactly.
So, which way is it?
Well, that looks very much like a ridge to me. And there being no other ridges in sight, this is most assuredly Tumbledown Ridge. Therefore, Silky Oak Track is the one for us.
Baron?
Yes?
I think the other landmarks on the list are that way.
What makes you think that?
I knew someone who did this course last year.
This map and that ridge up there are all telling us there's only one logical way to go, right?
But
And when in doubt, we should always do what's logical. Follow me, everyone.
Excuse me, Alan. This bush navigation exercise the Baron's leading, do you think it'll be all right? He's not answering his phone.
The signal's variable out there, all those hills and valleys. He should be back by mid-afternoon.
Oh, that'll be too late by then. He has a very important appointment.
Doctor, dentist.
Police.
I see. OK, take one of the horses. The Baron and his group are on Stringy Bark Track.
Stringy Bark Track, got it.
Can't be too far now.
Excuse me, Baron. I think we've gone past Victory Hill.
This isn't possible. The map says it's still ahead of us.
Actually, I'm 100% sure we've gone past it.
Maps don't lie. You must be confusing it with some other hill.
We passed a hill, and it had a fig tree on top. It looked like Victory Hill to me.
Obviously, there's more than one hill around here with a fig tree on top of it. Let's not get sidetracked by coincidences.
We missed Black Boulder too. We should have seen that by now.
And Stony Creek is to the south of Black Boulder.
Which is way, way back there.
So, what are you saying? That the map is wrong?
No, but no offense, map readers can make mistakes, can't they?
Inexperienced map readers, perhaps. But I was reading maps before you were born, young fellow. Let's just trust the map, and we'll all be fine. Come along, everyone.
I've been all along the track. I can't see any sign of them. Are you sure it was Stringy Bark?
That's the one. Look, it does cross Silky Oak Track at one point, but you'd have to be a complete dill brain to confuse the two tracks. But mistakes can happen, I suppose.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Alan.
Is anyone else hungry?
I'm starving.
Me too.
What if I told you that there was a takeaway food shop just over the hill there?
Are you serious?
We found it last year when I did this course.
Why didn't you tell us you'd done it?
Didn't want to spoil the fun.
I wondered how you knew where all the landmarks were.
Yeah, look, the track that the Baron's on comes to a dead end. By the time he realizes it and returns, we can hit the shop and be back here to meet him.
What if he gets completely lost? He doesn't have any clue what he's doing.
Okay, you two go with him and we'll bring you back something, all right? Let's go.
I don't understand. This ravine shouldn't be here. We're going to have to turn back. I'm afraid. We've hit an uncharted dead end.
Really?
Where are the others?
Slow?
Turn back, everybody! We'll reconvene back in the clearing. Right then. Follow me, girls.
At about the same time as the Baron was losing his bearings in the Australian bush, back in Germany, I was getting close to losing my sanity.
Now that's what I call service.
Can't you talk to this Philippi guy? Make him see reason?
He's not interested in reason. He just wants the money.
In that case, would you mind if I looked at your contract with him?
Sure, but I can tell you now, you'll just be wasting your time.
What's happened to the others? Girls,
We're We're not sure.
Did I not say stick together? Honestly, I might as well have been talking to the trees. Aha. Footprints. Teenage footprints, if I'm not mistaken. Please wait here. Do not move from this point. They can't have gone far. I won't be long.
Looks like we've got a runner, Sarge.
It's that German bloke. It's gotta be.
The one that thinks he's a baron.
Yeah, that's him. Probably one of many fake identities.
Well, whoever he is, he's not too bright. You'd have to be pretty clueless to try escaping in that direction.
Never underestimate the criminal mind, Roger.
Well, what's the next move, Sarge?
We'll throw everything we got at him. Dogs, choppers, neighborhood watch, the lot. If this baron wants to play tough, bring it on.
The contract is very specific.
You mean it specifically says the band is doomed and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it?
If I was a pessimist, I'd say that, yes.
Okay, so what's the optimistic reading?
The contract specifies that Nasenburg has to deliver Philly B 3 albums of music.
That's optimistic? 3 albums?
It doesn't specify good music.
Marcus, you sneaky little genius.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, this is a fine state of affairs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not see any cafes on the list of the natural landmarks we were supposed to follow.
Sorry, Baron. We were starving.
We're starving too.
Well, seeing that we're all here, I suppose a short refreshment break won't do any harm. What is a dim sim?
He was supposed to stay within the holiday camp and surrounding national park. He's obviously making a break for it, so put out an all-points alert.
Sarge, it's worse than we thought. He's holed up in a cafe out there with a bunch of teenagers.
Hostages.
Looks like it.
We're gonna need backup. Notify the army as well. This is huge.
Okay, so all we have to do is record 3 albums of bad music, and we're out of the contract?
That's it. It's Marcus's idea. Isn't it great?
Hold on.
What?
Well, recording bad music isn't exactly easy. Well, not for a man of my talent. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Marcus says we wouldn't be the first to do it. He says there's a long history of ripped-off bands making contractual obligation albums.
What about our musical credibility? I mean, won't recording 3 albums of rubbish just trash our reputation?
Got it.
Well?
We change our name. So Nasenburg records 3 bad albums and then disappears. And then we go on playing under a different name. Who's to know?
That sounds way too easy.
Lucy, easy is good.
Yeah, but Philly B's not dumb. He'll have this loophole covered somehow.
What is the worst thing that could happen?
Philly B sues the pants off us?
What would be the point? None of us have any money anyway.
Exactly.
So, do we cross fingers and record bad music?
I'm in.
Me too. Lucy?
Who am I to argue? Okay. Bad music it is.
It's too quiet, Sarge. No sign of suspect or hostages.
Sounds like he's digging in.
What about we storm the cafe? Take him by surprise.
No way. This guy's on Interpol's hit list. He's a master criminal.
Time to hit the road. Or hit the bush track, should I say. We'll head back to the track and then look for the landmark from there.
We have movement. I think he's coming out.
Just sit tight and wait for backup. Constable, can you hear me?
I think I'm clear now about where this...
Philip von Hassenberg, I'm placing you under arrest. You are not obliged to say anything, and anything you do say...
Awesome.
Oh, what's he done?
What?
Must be seriously big.
And we thought he was a whim. Did you really think you'd get away with taking juvenile hostages?
Hostages? What are you talking about?
Baron, what's happening? Why are you under arrest?
I'm sure it's all a mistake, Sophie. Can you ask Alan to meet me at the police station?
Of course, but...
Would you mind taking the group back to camp?
While Philip was being arrested for an alleged crime, Jack, Lucy and I were committing a real crime. A crime against music. During a marathon session, we recorded some of the worst music ever to be composed. Maybe composed is the wrong word. Mangled might be better. Actually, murdered would be best of all. Well, what do you think?
It's bad.
Yeah, but is it bad enough?
Oh, trust me, it is.
So, when do we front Philly B with it?
What's wrong with right now?
That's easy for you to say. You're in Germany.
But I'll be with you in spirit.
Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better.
Look, guys, I know it's tough, but do we want our lives back or not?
We want our lives back.
Where exactly were you heading, Hassenberg?
It is von Hasenburg. Baron von Hasenburg.
All right, Baron. So where was it? Back to Germany, maybe?
Truthfully, I don't know. I was lost.
Lost? You were found with a highly detailed map in your possession.
I was following Silky Oak Track when it should have been Streaky Bark Track, or perhaps Scribbly Gum Track. The name is stolen on my phone.
Where is this mysterious phone of yours?
I left it in a tree.
You left it in a tree?
With all the other phones.
Oh, how convenient. With no phones, none of the hostages could communicate with anyone. They'd be completely at your mercy, right?
They weren't hostages. They were a group from the camp that I was leading on a bushwalk. Alan will confirm it.
Where is Alan?
He's out on the lake with a canoe group. Not back for another hour yet.
What about the Kosboris?
The Kosboris?
Your partners in money laundering. Waiting to spirit you out of the country, were they? Where the long arm of the Australian law couldn't possibly reach you. Says here you're from Lower Saxony.
Yes?
You wouldn't happen to be familiar with a town called Schleppenberg, would you?
Schleppenberg?
So maybe I should text you, send you a text, or tweet you, send you a tweet, or blog you, to let you know that I love you, I really love you. Then maybe you would text me, send me a text.
Most amusing. I really admire your sense of humour. So, when are you going to send me the real track?
Oh, this is the real track.
Yeah, we've had a change of musical direction.
That was the worst load of rubbish I've ever heard. It's worse than the worst load of rubbish I've ever heard.
No, it takes some time to get used to it.
Yeah, we're really passionate about our new musical direction.
OK, stop right there. I'm shocked. I really am. I know exactly what you're doing, and it's highly unethical.
Like selling our songs to advertise dog food.
That was a necessary commercial decision, an investment in your futures.
Yeah, and so is our new musical direction.
Which we really love.
Yeah, and we can't see ourselves playing anything else, ever.
Right. Out.
So, we fulfilled our contractual obligation?
Whatever. I'm done with Nassenberg, and you lot are finished in this industry, OK? I'll make sure of it. Out. Out!
Your nephew plays for Schleppenbrook United?
Centre back. Doing pretty well, too.
He's not Shane Schaefer.
That's him. Shane Schaefer. My brother's kid.
What? He is a hero! He scored the winning goal last week against Boffenschlager.
I saw it. I get DVDs of all the games.
You might be interested to see this, Sergeant.
You're a member.
A live member.
Amazing. Now listen, Philip, about this alleged breach of bail. I'm sure that as one Schleppenberg supporter to another, we can work this out.
Yes, great work, guys. So we're out of Philly B's clutches?
Yep, you absolutely hated the music.
So that's the good news, I guess. Bad news is he still owns all the music we've done up until now, right?
Right.
So that means we're right back to square one.
There's no problemo. All we need now is a new name. Yeah, easy peasy. Ooh, how about easy peasy? Or no problemo.
Jack! So, one door closes and hopefully another one will open. It's kind of scary, really, but it's also kind of exciting. Now we just have to make it work.
Barry, I can't thank you enough for your kindness.
Oh, pleasure, Phil. So you'll report in each Wednesday evening, then?
I'll be there.
Excellent. Coffee, strudel, and a Schleppenberg match on DVD.
The perfect way to spend an evening.
Everything all right, Baron? No trouble, I hope?
None whatsoever, Alan. The day has come to a perfect end.
And the kids?
Kids?
Your bushwalking group?
Ah, yes, them.
All back safely, I hope?
To tell you the truth, Alan... To tell you the truth, here they are now. Well done, Sophie. Thank you so much for your assistance.
And you, Baron? Everything okay with the police?
Oh, a little misunderstanding. Nothing to worry about. Well, must go and clean up for dinner. All this fresh air and exercise makes a man very hungry.
And so the week from hell came and went, and somehow we'd all survived. We were especially happy for the Baron. After all, anyone who supports a team called Schleppenberg United deserves all the breaks they can get.
Excellent. Thanks, Karen.
My pleasure, Baron Ben.
Karen's the new Sophie. I mean, she's replaced Sophie. As a waitress, not as, Anyway, it's all good at the castle, especially here at the cafe. We've also got a new chef, and I gotta say, her strudel is to die for.
Oh, Lily, have you tasted the strudel? Mrs. Schimmelbusch is really at the top of her game.
Unfortunately, the strudel doesn't seem to attract any customers. Apart from you, and you don't pay.
One of the perks of being Baron, free strudel.
It's time this cafe fulfilled its potential. This place could be a gold mine, Ben, but it needs a serious makeover.
How serious?
Uber serious. The first thing that must change is the food. We need a new menu designed to appeal to the cool contemporary market.
Have you told Mrs. Schimmelbusch she has to create a new menu?
For the cool contemporary market.
Mrs. Schimmelbusch won't be creating it. I'm afraid she must be let go.
Sacking Mrs. Schimmelbusch?
It's in her best interest, Ben. She'll be much better off at some workers' cafe where they appreciate her sort of cooking.
Have you told Mrs. Schimmelbusch about this?
No. Staffing arrangements fall within the Baron's area of responsibility.
Me? You want me to sack Mrs. Schimmelbusch?
You're the Baron.
I might be the Baron, but I didn't know this was part of the deal. How can I sack a woman who I like, whose cooking I love, and who's older than my own mother?
Who? Who did you say was replacing Mrs. Schimmelbusch?
Vincent von Kretzner. He's cool, he's good looking, and he's been voted Young Chef of the Year for 3 years running.
If he's so popular, then why does he want to work in a sleepy little backwater like here?
That's the point, Sam. Vincent wants to go back to basics. Natural food combined with a touch of glamour.
Natural but glamorous. Isn't that a contradiction?
It's lateral thinking at its best. And I convinced him that there's no better place to do it than here.
Baron Ben, I'm so happy you could stop by.
If you're busy, I can come back later.
No. The cafe is very quiet today. It's been quiet all week.
Yeah, the cafe has been pretty quiet lately.
Why is this? Don't people like my cooking?
Oh, no, people love your cooking. Your cooking's fantastic.
Thank you, Baron Ben. I'm happy to hear that.
Mrs. Schimmelbusch, because the cafe has been really quiet lately, I've been thinking.
What a coincidence, Baron Ben. I've been thinking too.
You have? What have you been thinking?
Yeah, I was wondering if it was all right with you. Could I have a week off?
A week off? That's a great idea. Take more than a week. Take as much time off as you like, Mrs. Schimmelbusch.
Oh, thank you, Baron Ben. You're so kind.
That was quick.
How did Mrs. Schimmelbusch take it?
Good. Sort of.
Really?
I couldn't do it. I gave her time off instead.
You gave her time off? But what will you tell Lily?
She's really determined about this.
And Vincent's already on his way.
Vincent? Who's Vincent?
Vincent, welcome to our castle.
Don't tell me. You must be Lily. Mwah. So this is it, huh? I love it. Give me a second. I'll just post this on my blog.
You see, Ben, we've already generated more publicity in a minute than we have in the last decade.
Can't argue with that. Baron Benjamin, I presume? Lily's told me all about you.
Really?
The Baron doesn't like to boast, but he's one of the most progressive barons in all Germany.
Progressive young baron joins progressive young chef to create restaurant of the future. You're a rare breed, Baron Benjamin. A green aristocrat.
A green aristocrat? What's he talking about?
Lily has told me all about your amazing plan for the castle.
Great! Yeah. Well, which amazing plan in particular?
To be totally biodynamic and eco-friendly.
Ah, yes, that plan.
That was crucial for Vincent accepting Lily's invitation. That plus your respect for the chef as creative artiste.
I also told Vincent about your deep love of modern food culture.
Right, yeah. How's Vincent with apple strudel?
Baron Benjamin is such a joker. Now, I'm sure you'd like to see a new kitchen.
So, how exactly are we meant to make the castle eco-friendly?
Simple. We just turn off the heating, light, and appliances. Then we put wind turbines on the towers and solar panels on the roof.
Fine. Any idea we can get a couple of million euro to pay for it?
According to Lily, Vincent's restaurant will make so much money, it'll be paid for by next Friday.
Oh, and this is Karen, our waitress.
Pleased to meet you, Vincent.
Is that what I think it is?
The dishwashing machine.
Everything in Vincent's kitchen must be done by hand, even the dishwashing.
Oh, we don't use it anymore. We keep it as a memento for old time's sake.
There's no room for sentiment, Lily. This is a symbol of everything that's wrong with the 21st century. Could it be gone by tomorrow, please? Are these what I think they are?
That depends. What do you think they are?
The microwave oven is ecologically unsustainable. Have them gone by tomorrow, too. No more blenders and food processors. Everything ecologically incorrect must go. Right, Baron?
Whatever you say, Vincent.
Oh. I don't believe it. You, kitchen girl, throw everything in there in the garbage. Meats, bread, potatoes, all are banished.
That's a bit radical, isn't it?
Vincent's menu will be plants only, found locally and prepared naturally. It's the way of the future.
And the future's what we're about.
Exactly. Now, Baron, may I see my organic vegetable garden?
Your organic vegetable garden? Yes. Lily, would you care to lead the way?
The vegetable garden is in a very early stage of development.
So I see.
We thought we'd wait for your guidance, didn't we, Baron?
We did. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm with you there, guys. There's no point in doing something unless it's done perfectly.
Our thoughts exactly.
I might just tweet how excited I am that you insist on natural gardening practices, Baron.
The Baron is recognized throughout Lower Saxony as the expert in organic gardening.
Well, You're on my wavelength, Baron.
Happy to hear it.
Now, let's post a photo of our partnership. Lily?
We hope this room is to your liking, Vincent.
It'll do.
Good.
For now. I'll sketch out a few ideas and my decorator will start the refurbishments in a couple of weeks.
Right.
Now, if you don't mind, it's time for my weekly podcast. My fans go crazy if I miss one. I'll be available again at midday. Oh, before I forget, I've scheduled Vincent's preview dinner for 1 week's time.
1 week?
It's a challenge, Ben. We have to prove we're up for it, and we will.
It's impossible.
We don't even have a name for the new restaurant.
Yes, we do. It's called Vincent's.
Of course it is.
I have the utmost confidence in all of you that the work will be done in time.
But vegetables don't grow just because you tell them to.
I agree. So I've also delegated you the task in finding local organic produce. Vincent has kindly drawn up a list of his needs. Ben, why don't you take charge of the natural forest produce?
Come again?
Leaves, lichens, flowers, fungi.
Do people seriously eat this stuff?
Not yet, but they will. Vincent is going to redefine the world of fine dining. Sam, you've missed a spot. There.
Oh, so I have. Why not grab a brush and lend a hand?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm not dressed for it. And you're doing such a terrific job, I'd hate to interfere.
All right, everyone. I'd like you to meet Zoltan. He's just flown in from Moscow, so be nice to him. Say hello, please, Zoltan.
Hello.
So what does Zoltan do?
He's the cook.
But isn't that what you do?
Me? Cook? I'm a chef, Sam, not a laborer.
Oh, right. So what do chefs do?
Sam. A chef is an artist, a creator of dreams. Think of me as a movie director. I have visions, and I get everyone else to carry them out. Hmm?
And I thought chefs were actually supposed to cook. Silly me.
Isn't Vincent wonderful? His words are so inspiring.
He's got you one around his finger, that's for sure.
Zoltan has gone crazy. He's throwing things everywhere.
A small misunderstanding. I'm sure Vincent will sort things out.
Vincent has taken a phone call from his stylist. He hasn't even noticed.
I'm sorry, Lily, but I quit. There's no way I can work with these people.
But, oh bother, that's exactly what we don't need.
Yeah, I don't think we need that either.
Oh well, a few small teething problems are only natural.
It doesn't look like small teething problems to me. It looks like we just lost our entire kitchen staff.
Has anyone seen Zoltan?
We think he just quit.
Everyone has quit. You have 0 staff.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna fire them anyway. They were backward. We must go forward.
Here, here.
Look, I'm sorry if this is a stupid question, but how exactly does a restaurant move forward with no staff?
By getting new staff, of course.
You can do that.
No, but you can.
Thank you. It's impossible. Finding professional stuff at such short notice simply can't be done.
It has to be done.
But we've tried everywhere.
Are you saying that in the whole of Germany there isn't one person who's available?
Those who've worked with Vincent before refuse to ever work with him again.
And those who haven't worked with Vincent refuse to work with him as well.
What's their problem?
Everyone says he's rude, selfish, and a bully.
So he just has high standards.
Sorry, can I just interrupt here? The fact is that we can't get new staff in time, so there's no choice. The grand preview dinner must be postponed.
We can't. If we don't deliver, Vincent will walk out on us. Then what?
Then we'll be happy.
Not funny, Marcus. Hello?
Lily, I've had a brilliant idea. Yes, another one. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. You serve the dinner.
Us.
Aristocrat serving the general public is a stroke of genius. It's a whole new concept in service.
Are you sure people won't mind that we're amateurs?
Don't think amateurs. Think authentic.
Well, shouldn't we have some training sessions first so we at least know what to do?
No way, that would destroy the natural spontaneity that I need you to show at the dinner.
And it's so exciting that you'll do the actual cooking yourself.
I thought you didn't do the laboring.
It's only laboring if it's done by others. In my hands, it will be art. Besides, the TV crew will only come if I cook.
Right, everyone. We all know our roles. Let's make this the great success we know it can be.
All out of season?
All out of season. How'd you go?
All out of season.
Everything he wants us to get is out of season.
That's probably why he wants them. What else is on the list?
Organic coconuts.
Where do we get organic coconuts in the middle of Germany?
I'm no gourmet diner, but are people really going to pay serious money to eat leaves and lichen? Still, my idea of gourmet cooking is a sausage with sauce, so what do I know?
This is excellent. No chemicals or pesticides here, Ben. This is nature at its finest. Pure and simple. How did you two go?
Everything on your list was out of season.
That's impossible. You just didn't look hard enough. Try again.
Excuse me, Vincent, I've spotted a mistake in the new menu.
We don't make mistakes. You must be reading it incorrectly.
No, it says here that the drink prices are 4 times what they used to be for the same drinks.
It's no mistake. People will always pay more if they think they're getting higher quality. Never forget, Ben, we're selling a dream. Vanessa, yes. I want you to organize some new pictures for my website. Yeah, but after I've been to the tanning salon.
We've got a problem.
What is it this time?
Most of Vincent's ingredients are unavailable this time of year.
Unless we import them from overseas at astronomical costs.
Yeah, which even his hugely overpriced menu won't cover.
Which means we lose money, which rather defeats the purpose of making the cafe more profitable.
Look, just have some faith. Vincent was Young Chef of the Year for 3 years running. The proof of the pudding will be in the eating.
Speaking of eating, I'm famished. I think it's time to put Vincent's artistic vision to the test. I'm not exactly sure what's in these dishes, but to be fair to Vincent, while they don't look like much, they might taste fabulous. I can think of a lot of words to describe this stuff, but fabulous is definitely not one of them. I need some serious food. Vincent's food may impress the fashionistas, but yours truly needs some actual protein.
Maya and Herr Mikula, I'm so pleased you could attend.
Oh, this is a great day for Hasendorf. And as president of the Hasendorf Gourmet Society, I can't tell you how much we are looking forward to this marvelous banquet. Ernst hasn't eaten a bite all day.
I haven't eaten a bite all day.
I promise the wait will be worth it.
What a coup, snaring Vincent as castle chef. I do look forward to meeting him.
And you will. Right now, he's lavishing all his attention on making your dinner an unforgettable experience.
It's an exciting time, Caroline. I've seen the future, and it's right here. Organic food, served in a natural way, in a captivating and romantic setting. Giorgio! Yes! Of course I can do a radio interview now. No, Caroline won't mind a bit. Will you, Caroline? Yeah, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special preview of Vincent's grand degustation menu. Please enjoy your magical meal, and remember, it's a meal with 0 carbon footprint.
What exactly is this?
Locally grown wild birch root on a bed of early autumn leaves with a pine needle garnish.
Of course.
Might I have a glass of water?
Certainly. Oh, Ben, could you grab that?
Sorry, Sam, but I just have to go check on something. Back in a minute.
This looks like grass. Is this grass?
Hand-picked from the local forest by the Baron himself.
I think I'll wait for the main course.
This is the main course.
Just this?
Vincent is very health conscious. His meals are designed to prevent any weight gain whatsoever.
Sam, look what I found on the internet.
Multitasking again, are we?
Guess who's in charge of the Young Chef of the Year competition?
Sorry?
I did some research. Vincent won it 3 years in a row because he was the only entrant.
What?
He set up the competition and he owns it. The whole thing is just a PR stunt. In fact, his whole life is just a PR stunt. All the restaurants he's run have closed within 3 months of starting.
But if he's a fraud, then how come no one's caught up with him?
That's his real genius. When he's just about to be found out, he simply moves on and starts a new business.
So he lives off suckering people?
100%.
Which means that Lily's been suckered like everyone else.
Someone is gonna have to tell her.
I'm sure dessert will be a triumph.
What is this delicious aroma?
I knew you'd like it. Vincent's sauerkraut ice cream is irresistible.
No. That's something quite different.
I think we should investigate immediately.
Yes.
I was just trying to put this out. Someone must have snuck in here and set it up.
I don't suppose. Are there a few extra servings available?
Yeah, I bought heaps. I mean, whoever set this up obviously left plenty of food.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Grab some bread.
I think I have some sausage.
I don't believe it. Ben's destroying our entire credibility.
Actually, I think he might just be saving it.
What's going on here? This is outrageous. What does Ben think he's doing?
I think it's called giving people food they can eat.
This is totally unacceptable, Lily. The damage to my reputation is enormous. I will sue you for every cent you own.
Then we might have to countersue for dealing with us under false pretenses.
What?
Let's start by discussing how you won those awards for Best Young Chef of the Year. As I understand it...
Enough! I've wasted enough time trying to lift you amateurs up from the depths of your ignorance. Vincent will go where Vincent's appreciated, where he can bring his gifts to those who deserve them. You had your chance at greatness, Lily, and you blew it.
I don't believe it. Now what do we do?
I suggest we join Ben's barbecue. It smells delicious.
Good idea. Come on, Lily. Can't be any worse than sauerkraut ice cream.
It didn't take long for Lily to get over the shock of Vincent's departure. Once she saw the size of the bills he'd run up, she was actually glad he left when he did. Just what the doctor ordered. Thanks, Karen. It's nice to see you back.
Nice to be back.
Would you like some vanilla sauce, Baron Ben?
No, thanks, Mr. Schimmelbusch. Couldn't possibly spoil perfection. Naturally, when Mrs. Schimmelbusch returned, she was welcomed back with open arms. I even got Lily to give her a pay rise. And what, you may ask, became of celebrity chef Vincent? Just so happens he moved into another side of the food business. The dog food business. Which just goes to show that sooner or later, a person's talents always get the audience they deserve.
Sometimes things aren't quite what they seem. But that's what magic is all about, right? Making an illusion seem real. And again, if you don't get it right, illusion goes out the window and you end up looking like a complete idiot. Illusion has been a hot topic around here lately, namely selling the idea of me as an aristocrat who knows what he's doing. Personally, I think I'm nailing it, and the future of the castle couldn't be better. Although, not everyone around here seems to share my confidence.
Hey guys, prepare to be amazed. My latest trick will have you gasping in disbelief.
Lots of things you do have us gasping in disbelief, Ben.
Very good, Sam. That was always funny.
So there's no alternative then? All right, Mayor Mikula. If we have to do it, we have to do it. Bye. Oh, bother. How can she do this to me?
Do what?
Go on holidays on the 25th.
Sorry, is that such a big deal?
It's a huge deal. The 25th is when we always hold the family crest presentation. Now the mayor's insisting on holding it this weekend.
Why is that a problem?
It's when the bond between the castle and the town is celebrated.
Everyone comes to it.
Including Uncle Herman.
Especially Uncle Herman.
And you can bet he'll be watching like a hawk, waiting for Ben to make the slightest mistake.
No worries. I just won't make any mistakes.
Okay, so how do we turn Ben into a mistake-free Baron in 2 days? Sounds like there's a lot to learn.
Nothing a trained parrot can't do. With some careful training, I'm sure we can turn Ben into the perfect model of a nobleman.
We'll have to start immediately. Rehearsals on the lawn in 5 minutes, everyone.
Oh, hey, Marcus, stop. Don't move.
What's wrong?
Just don't move a muscle.
What is it?
You've just got something behind your ear.
Ta-da! Yeah, keep practicing, Ben. Practice makes perfect.
Thanks. Would you mind telling the ping pong ball that?
Your key task is to greet the town dignitaries with warmth and respect.
No worries. I can ooze warmth and respect better than anyone I know. So, what charming, if rather grumpy-looking lady do we have here?
This is Frau Wimperschinkel, the hospital secretary. She is extremely vain and loves to be complimented on her youthful appearance.
Right.
But don't, under any circumstances, mention the cosmetic surgery she just had.
Okay, ignore the facelift. You're a vision of perfection, Frau Wimperschinkel. Delighted to meet you.
Next, we have Herr Steiner, the fire chief. He is incredibly proud of his daughter and thinks she's the most beautiful creature on the planet. He's sure to show you a photo of her, and you must agree with him, no matter what you really think.
No problem. My, what a beautiful young lady. Oh, if only I didn't have a girlfriend. The two of us together would be poetry in motion.
Ben, the idea is to compliment them, not cause them to throw up.
And now, Herr Flauschmann, the town planner, likes to be reminded of his achievements in the 1989 Bavarian Games.
Cool. What was he? An athlete? A swimmer?
Shot put.
Shot put? Did he win?
Nearly.
How nearly?
He came 7th.
Well, I believe you had great success putting the shot back in '89, sir. Oh, it's an honor to meet a man for whom competing is more important than winning.
Very good, Ben. Now, finally, the mayor. I can't tell you how important this is.
Mayor Mikula and I are old buddies. Yep.
And Mayor Mikula loves to be praised for being the longest-standing public servant in the town's history.
Easy.
But whatever you do, don't mention her age.
Got it. No dinosaur jokes.
Right. That takes care of the introductions. I think we're actually making progress.
I don't like the sound of this at all, Lily. Why is Mayor Mikula going away on the 25th? In 30 years, she's always taking her holidays In August. Regular as clockwork.
It's odd, I agree.
I smell a rat. Something's going on here, Lily.
Like what?
I wish I knew, but make sure you keep your eyes and ears open. Especially towards Herman.
Don't worry, Daddy. By Saturday, Ben will be drilled to perfection.
Just make sure he does an acceptable job. I'm relying on you.
And I promise we won't let you down.
The thing that separates the great magicians from the rest is that they always give the crowd that little something extra. I figure Baron should do the same.
Factus non verba. Factus non verba. Factus non verba.
Sorry for the interruption, but what exactly are you doing?
Check it out. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered.
Since when did you speak Latin?
Oh, I thought I'd throw in a few Latin phrases in the ceremony today. Show everyone what a great traditionalist I am.
Wouldn't it be safer just to keep it simple?
Playing it safe only gets you to first base, Sam. This will have me hitting home runs.
Well, have you run it past Lily?
Some things are best left on a need-to-know basis. It's all about presentation, right? Trust me, this will be the icing on the cake.
Right. I'll see you downstairs.
Excuse me, I believe you're the head waiter, Mr. Lander, right?
Mr. Lander was taken ill, I'm afraid.
Oh dear, that's not good news. We need everything to run like clockwork today.
Please don't worry. I'm Thomas, his replacement. I've supervised many receptions, including several at royal houses.
Really?
Rest assured, young lady, the service here today will be truly professional.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, Thomas. Well, at least someone around here knows what he's doing.
Factus non verba. Veni, vidi, vici. Excuse me, are you looking for the ceremony?
I'm sorry. I must have come in the wrong entrance. This place is enormous.
Try living in it. I actually set out for my bedroom 3 years ago. Still haven't found my way back. I'm Ben, by the way.
Oh, then you must be the Baron. I'm Mia.
Come on, Mia, I'll show you the way. Are you meeting anyone here? A boyfriend, maybe?
No, I'm actually here on official duty, representing the town fire brigade. I'm a volunteer there.
Cool. Actually, I have to formally greet your chief later. I hear his daughter has all the appeal of a wet dishcloth.
Really? Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose.
Hey, good thought. Yeah, very tactful. Thanks, Mia. That is exactly how I'll play it.
Play what?
Nothing. But I would rather hear more about you. Tell me about the fire brigade. Isn't it a bit dangerous?
Lily, what a charming setting for a very auspicious occasion. Ah, and there is your wonderful uncle and his lovely wife.
Madam Mikula.
Mayor Mikula, how lovely to see you.
Lily.
Aunt Kiki, Uncle Herman.
I have to thank you again for your extremely generous offer of your villa in Spain.
You're very welcome, Madam Mayor.
It's so hard to get a booking there at this time of the year. Well worth moving our holidays forward.
Just as long as you enjoy yourself. Our house is your house.
Ah, duty calls. Do excuse me, lovey.
I should have known you were behind the mayor taking her holidays early.
Is it a crime to help a friend in need?
No, but the family might consider it a crime to deliberately sabotage castle business.
Oh, dear. Am I sensing a touch of paranoia here? Just like her father, really. Oh, how are Philip's legal problems, by the way?
He's fine, and we're fine too. As you can see, everything is running smoothly. Your pathetic plan to catch us unprepared is not going to work.
Really, Lily, you're becoming so cynical these days. Such a shame to see in one so young.
And where, may I ask? Is the Baron himself?
Don't worry, he's here. And he'll do the family proud. Now, if you please excuse me, I have some humans to talk to.
Well, my sweet, I think it's time for some refreshments. Waiter, service, please. There you go. So, cheers.
Cheers. Baron, may I introduce to you our hospital secretary, Frau Wimperschinkel.
Hospital secretary, right. Don't mention the facelift. Delighted to meet you, Frau Wimperschinkel. But I was expecting someone older, at least middle-aged. You must be standing in for your mother, right?
Oh, I know, Baron. I have no daughter.
Amazing.
but it's so good to see young people such as you in a position of responsibility.
Thank you, Baron. So charming.
As they say in Latin, Frau Wimperschinkel, miserabile visu.
Did he just say what I think he said?
And now, Baron, meet Herr Flauschmann, our town planner par excellence.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the grip of a man who shot the put at the Bavarian Games. 1989, right?
That's correct, Baron.
Awesome. Hey, what's it like to be a superhero?
I wouldn't say that, but it was my proudest moment.
Factor non vectus, huh?
I'm sorry?
Oh, it's an old Latin saying. Action, not words.
Yes, indeed, Baron.
And now, meet our fire chief, Herr Steiner.
I've heard so much about you, Baron.
Oh, and are you, sir? I believe your daughter is a veritable German rose. They say her beauty is famed throughout the land.
Yes, maybe. But don't say it too loudly, or she might get a swollen head.
Oh, she's here, then?
You've been talking to her for half an hour.
I have? Yes. So I have. She's not ugly at all. No, nothing like I was expecting. Oh, not that I was actually expecting that. I mean, quite the reverse, really. And it is.
Ben, I think we should move on.
Absolutely. On behalf of all of us at the castle, I'm Emo Pisces.
Whatever you say, Baron.
And now may I present our esteemed Mayor Mikula.
We go way back, don't we, Mayor Mikula? Hey, how long have you been mayor now? 30 years? 40?
Maybe not that long, many years now.
An unparalleled record of service that's bound to stand for generations.
Why, thank you, Baron.
Oh, as they say in Rome, veni, vidi, visa. Don't you agree, Mayor Mikula?
Of course.
A quick photo, please, everyone.
Can you believe this? They actually seem to like him.
Patience, my dear. The day still has much to offer.
Oh, my battery's about to die. I'll be back in a sec.
So what did you think? Did you like the traditional touch with the Latin phrases thrown in?
Very impressive. Although thanking the fire chief from the bottom of your fish seemed a little odd.
You can't be serious.
It's fine. No one understands Latin these days.
But I had those phrases down perfectly.
Unfortunately, if you get one little syllable wrong, it can make a huge difference.
So the hospital secretary...
You told her she looked terrible.
Oh, no.
And the mayor?
Veni vidi visa, I think, means I came, I saw, I went shopping.
Oh, so close.
Excuse me, Baron. There's a phone call for you in the castle.
For me?
From Australia, I believe.
Strange time to be calling. I hope nothing's wrong.
Don't forget the presentation of the shield is in half an hour.
I'll be there. Kigito ergo sum, I think. Therefore I am.
And now he gets it right.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there?
Everything all right, sir?
Yeah. No one answered, so they must have hung up. Thanks.
My necklace! She's gone! The clasp must have broken. Don't worry, it can't be far. Ben, Marcus, can you check the ground? My credit card is missing. What? Oh, mine's gone too! What? My watch? What's happened to it? My gold bracelet! It's gone!
And my mobile phone!
Please, calm down, everybody. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Of course there is. There's a thief in our midst. Please, I wouldn't jump to conclusions. No one's doing any jumping, young man. Why wasn't any security organized for this event? It's an open invitation for any thief to help himself.
That's not true.
Well, tell that to these poor, innocent people who've lost their valuables. You failed your most basic responsibility, Lily, to safeguard the well-being of your guests.
Hang on, I think you're being a bit unfair.
Yes, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that if we let some mature heads prevail, we can get to the bottom of this. Darling, lend me your phone.
What are you doing?
I'm calling my phone. If I'm not mistaken, the thief hasn't had time to leave yet. This should tell us where, and more importantly, who the culprit is. It's ringing. Now listen carefully, everyone. If you hear a ringtone... I hear it.
It's coming from up there.
Whose room is that? Sam, where are you?
Upstairs. Listen, there's a whole lot of jewelry and stuff on Ben's bed.
No time to explain. Just grab everything and hide it somewhere safe. Leave the phone where it is, though. Hurry. In there. Whose room is this?
Mine, actually.
Really? Ben has nothing to hide? Do you, Ben?
No.
Then you won't mind us looking, will you? Well, well, well.
That boy stole your phone. Of course he didn't. How could he? He was with us in the garden all afternoon.
Not all afternoon.
What do you mean?
After the ceremony, I saw him go through the very door we entered to come up here.
I had to take a phone call.
Really? To whom did you speak, young man?
No one. They hung up before I got there.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Look, you can ask the head waiter if you want. He was the one who told me about it.
So it's the staff's fault now, is it?
No, it's no one's fault. It's just what happened.
What about the other missing items? Where are they?
Yes, where are they? Well, they're not here, obviously. Look, let's all calm down and go back downstairs. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this.
I hope so.
Marcus, in here.
Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's under my bed, but why was it in Ben's room? What's going on?
I don't have the answer to that. But maybe your camera does.
Please, everyone, your attention. Baron Ben and I will make a list of everything that has disappeared. In the meantime, refreshments will be served. So, help yourselves and enjoy the music.
Would you like a hand?
Thanks. Yeah, that'd be great. You wouldn't happen to have a pen and some paper by any chance?
Of course. Always prepared.
I guess you're pretty used to emergency situations.
Well, not quite like this. Baron?
Ah, Frau Wimperschinkel. Could you describe your missing jewelry for us, please?
Are you sure this will work?
No, but I can't think of anything better.
Okay, then. Let's do it.
Don't forget your camera.
And did it have any other identifying marks? An inscription, perhaps?
Lily, a serious crime has been committed. The police should be called immediately. If you don't, then I will.
One thing at a time, please, Uncle. First, we'll determine exactly what is missing.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? We'd like to announce the next item on this afternoon's program.
Come on, Lily, you can't seriously think of continuing things. We have a criminal to catch.
I'm sure none of you know that my brother Ben, Baron von Hasenberg, is actually a very accomplished magician. Without anyone noticing, Ben not only made your valuables disappear, he also made them reappear. Like magic.
So, we're delighted to announce that now a charity auction will take place.
All made possible by your wonderfully generous donations.
So, all the owners can now bid for their treasured items by offering a small sum.
What a lovely idea!
And it's for a grand cause. The restoration of the old town clock.
Oh, that's marvelous!
Let's start with this beautiful necklace. What bid does the owner care to make?
60 euros.
Come now, Mrs. Wimperschinkel, dig deep. It's for the good of the town.
All right, 100 euros.
Sold to its rightful owner, Mrs. Wimperschinkel. Thank you for being so generous. Right then.
What's going on? Does this mean that wretched Ben boy has been let off the hook?
It certainly seems so, doesn't it?
And now I have to pay to get my own bracelet back. It's outrageous.
Okay, we can do that. Fine, I'll call you later.
Another call from Australia, was it? Or weren't they there like last time?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think you do. And I think you also know about some jewelry that got stolen today.
Oh, please, I'm very busy. Too busy to engage in silly fantasies.
Really? Then why don't you check these out? Clever stuff making things disappear, almost like magic. Or is it called pickpocketing? There's plenty more, but I'm sure you're well aware of who you robbed.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, how about this one?
What are you going to do?
Well, that depends on you. On the one hand, I could call the police. Or on the other hand, you can tell me who you're working for.
Thank you, madam. Please accept your bracelet back, and thanks so much for your kind donation. And this brings us to the end of our auction. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind donations.
And now, to conclude this wonderful day, it's time for our traditional presentation of the Van Hazenburg family shield to the town. Mayor Mikula, Baron Ben, can you please come forward?
Such a shame your plan didn't work. You obviously went to so much trouble. We're gonna have to tell the family about this. They're gonna be so upset.
I assume you have evidence for such a slanderous accusation?
I have more evidence than I need. Pretty conclusive proof, right?
None of those have anything to do with me.
How about this one? You're actually giving it to him.
I simply loaned the fellow my phone. How was I to know he was a thief?
Because you employed him.
Can you prove that? Darling, let's go. We've had a long drive, and I've had enough teenage melodrama for one day.
Just remember who has the photos. I promise not to show them to anyone, if you promise to tell the family today's been a great success.
That's blackmail.
Call it a trade-off.
Come along, darling. I think we have much nicer places to be than here.
Madam Mayor, a pledge of the von Hasenberg loyalty.
It was so good to meet you, Mia, and thanks a lot for helping me out in my hour of need.
My pleasure. But is it true? Do you really do magic?
Actually, it just so happens. Pick a card, any card. Right, now put it back in the pack, any way you like. Now prepare to be amazed. Is this it?
Sorry, Ben.
Ah, silly me. I mean, how could that be it when your card is right here?
How did you do that?
A good magician never reveals his secrets.
A man of mystery. I like that. Better go. Hope to see you in town soon.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Bye.
I can't believe it. We actually pulled it off. Thank you so much, everyone. You were all brilliant.
I think it's called a team effort.
No, a magical effort. You have to admit, it was a pretty good trick to sell me as a real teal aristocrat. But the most magical thing of all came out of nowhere. A magical end to a magical day.
Oh, yuck! Gross.
I need some air.
Want to borrow my shirt?
Thanks, but I'll be okay.
I'm sure we'll find it soon.
Don't worry, you don't know him yet. And to be honest, I don't know him all that well either. So why am I sifting through putrid garbage with him? Like most things in my life these days, it all stems from music. Or in this case, musical differences. Jack, very similar to what you wrote last week is not a compliment.
Well, no, if you listen very carefully, it is. See, that's me saying that usually your lyrics have exceptional originality.
But not the ones I just sent you.
Exactly.
When I came back to Germany, the guys and I agreed to write a song a week together. It was a way to keep the band going and stay focused. And it's been going really well. Up until now. You can't expect me to write fresh and original when you guys keep sending me the same old riffs to work from.
Well, actually, no, we have been working on some new material. It's nothing to send yet, right, Lucy? Lucy! Sorry, Sam, Lucy's just discovered her new favorite TV show. It's called Dead Pretty.
Sounds trashy.
Well, since it's about a crazed beauty salon owner who kills all of her customers, you would be correct.
Listen, officially it's only been 6 days since we finished our last song. There's still time on the clock. Let's give it one more try and see what we can come up with by tomorrow.
You're a hard taskmaster, Hazelton, but, okay.
So, what's my plan for finding new musical ideas? For starters, I've agreed to deliver the castle mail. Okay, so it's not the most creative activity, but sometimes the dullest things trigger the best ideas. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I'm so sorry. No, it was my fault. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. But I think one of us must be psychic.
You're Sam, aren't you?
Definitely you.
Not really. I saw you sing up at the castle last year. I'm Jules, here.
Thanks.
I may not be psychic, but this is definitely fate. I'm a musician as well.
Really?
Well, more of a DJ, really. But I've been wanting to work with a singer for ages. Preferably a super talented Australian singer who also delivers mail.
Is it just me, or is this guy moving way too fast? Time to be polite, but firm. Jules, I'm very flattered, but I'm already really busy keeping my existing band on track.
Oh, right, of course.
Sorry. I better get to the post office before it closes.
For sure. It was great to bump into you, and if you change your mind, I'll be around.
I wasn't too rude, was I? At least he seems like the kind of guy who can take no for an answer.
So the blonde woman walks into the salon wanting those injections that give you the puffy lips.
Let me guess, Dallas takes her revenge.
How did you know?
Because Dallas always takes her revenge. That's what happens in every episode, which I only know because you keep talking about it.
So before Dallas can act, in walks Gary Connor and he fixes her up under those devastating looks of his, and of course she melts completely. Jack?
Now that is how you find inspiration.
Growing a beard and killing sea life?
Clearly you don't understand fishing. It's all about the thrill of the hunt. Yeah. Man against fish, brains against instinct. Well met, my aquatic friend. Well met.
We are not writing a song about fishing.
It's better than writing a song about Dallas melting in a pool of her own collagen.
No, because fishing is the most boring thing ever.
May the force of nature be with you, brothers.
Come on, before they use us as bait.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry, were you waiting for me?
I figured once you thought about my proposal for a few minutes, you'd realize you made a terrible mistake.
I guess he's not that good at taking no for an answer.
I'm an only child and very spoiled, so I have trouble taking no for an answer. And I get that you have a band already, but I'd love to work with them too.
Listen, Jules, I'm sure you're very talented,
How can you
but
be sure if you haven't heard my music? There's a bunch of my latest tracks on here. Have a listen. If you hate it, I'll never bother you again.
I should say no, right? But he does have a sense of humor, and he is kind of cute. So I'm up to track 3, and I'm still trying to figure out if Jules is really brave for giving me his music or just plain pushy. But I have to admit, some of his stuff is pretty cool.
That doesn't sound like Jack and Lucy.
Well spotted. It's this local musician, Jules, who apparently wants to collaborate with me. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but I think it's pretty cool.
So even Marcus agrees with me. It's definitely got something. And who knows? Jack and Lucy might love it.
We hate it.
You've only heard 3 tracks.
Yeah, that's 3 tracks too many. In fact, why are we still listening to it?
Wait, why are you suddenly hanging out with rival musicians anyway?
We weren't hanging out. I met him in the street. We're talking pure accident here.
So you just accidentally happened to get your hands on his music and accidentally started playing it?
Uh-oh. I think I'm sensing some band-related jealousy here. Guys, he's not a rival. He's just a big fan who wants to work with us.
Well, on the basis of what you just played us, I'd have to say no.
Okay, we won't work with him. Fine. But you're the ones who are saying we're always repeating ourselves. Why not open ourselves up to some new influences?
We don't need new influences, Sam. We just need to do what we do better.
Okay, guys, let's take a step back. I mean, we have written some good music over the last few weeks, but I mean, even the Beatles took breaks from time to time. Maybe we should too. What do you guys say to a moratorium?
A what?
It's a moratorium. We suspend all musical activity for a fixed period, say, I don't know, a week. We don't even speak to each other. It gives us time to clear our heads, refresh, reboot.
Sounds like a chance for you to relax.
I don't know, Sam. You know, Jack may be right. has been a bit of a grind recently. Maybe a week apart might just do the trick.
Okay, if that's what you both think. So, when do we start?
Well, there is no time like the present. But once we start, we have to see it all the way to the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you say so.
Okay then, I hereby proclaim the moratorium starts now.
Guess I'll just have to put my trust in the moratorium. So, no playing music, no listening to music. Not a single musical thought will cross my mind.
Amara, what?
A moratorium. Basically, for the next week, consider me available to help out with glamorous castle chores such as this.
Good. Because the way things are going, we're going to need you.
How come?
Lily's having a big argument with the village council.
Lily, arguing with someone. I don't believe it.
It's serious. They've left the castle off the new garbage pickup routes.
Oh, that's why the rubbish is piling up.
Bingo. So how come Jack and Lucy are sick of the band suddenly?
They're not sick of the band, they just need a break.
Yeah, sort of sounds like they're sick of the band to me. Hey! Ow! I was just being honest.
There is a fine line between honesty and insult, and you just crossed it.
Oh, okay, whatever you say. They're not sick of the band. Jeez.
You know what? You can take the trash out yourself.
Fine. Oh, fine. Not that heavy anyway. Sisters.
Okay, maybe you overreacted there. The truth is, I had the same thought myself. Maybe Jack and Lucy really are sick of the band.
Sam, you've got a visitor.
Who?
I don't know, but he looks kind of cute.
Hey, did you listen to the CD?
Okay, so now I definitely think Jules is a bit pushy. Obviously, I'm not going to tell him what Jack and Lucy thought. I don't want to crush his spirit or anything. Listen, Jules, I think you have some interesting ideas, but I'm kind of involved in a moratorium right now.
What?
A moratorium, a total self-imposed music ban. So it's really not the best timing.
It's okay, I'm actually just here to get my CD back.
Sorry?
Last night my hard drive crashed and I've lost everything. Even the backups are gone.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and that CD's the only surviving copy of my songs.
Okay, just wait here, I'll go grab it.
Thanks.
Is it just me, or does that boy kind of like you?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No, I mean, oh no. I left everything right here last night. The CD, my notebooks, and they're all gone.
Are you sure you left them here?
Yes, I'm sure. I put them in this basket.
Sam, that's the trash basket.
Since when?
Since Walter brought in his new system for cleaning up after the tourists. Your stuff has probably been thrown out.
What?
Sam, relax. We haven't had a garbage pickup in 3 weeks. Just check the big bins outside. I'm sure your things will be in there somewhere.
If you ever need motivation to be less wasteful, it's when you're about to get waist deep in waste.
Everything okay?
Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked.
So, you found the CD?
Sort of.
Sort of?
I am 90% sure it's in one of those. Somewhere.
Oh, you really hated it that much?
I wasn't the one who threw it out, I promise.
At least that's a positive.
I'm sorry to say this, but we'll probably find it faster if we look together.
Way ahead of you.
Brace yourselves. Things are about to get seriously gross.
Well, I see you were both using live bait.
Works for Flathead here.
That's funny. The guy at the bait shop sold me dead bait.
You mean cut bait?
Cut bait. That is just 2 kilos of the good old-fashioned cut bait. That's what I'm going with.
Well, it's never worked for me here, but maybe you'll be lucky. I doubt if you'll need the waders, mate. Not that cold.
Oh, no, my dad lent them to me. I think they might be a bit big.
That's the wrong leg.
You know what? You're right. Who needs waders? Real men don't wear waders.
Oh, yuck! Gross. This is pretty much where we came in, right? And all we've managed to find so far is, well, things you never really wanted to find. What is that?
Looks like very old lasagna.
Oh, it just hit me. throw it out with the rest of the stuff. I will look after it later.
I think this calls for a mask.
So, how long have you been playing music?
I started piano when I was 6 and trumpet when I was 10.
Really? I don't remember hearing much trumpet on your CD.
Yeah, that's because I was terrible at it. After 4 years, I still sounded like a dying walrus. But a couple of years ago, my dad bought me a laptop for school, and I've been composing songs on it ever since.
My notebook! Your CD has to be in here somewhere. It has to be. Or not. Sorry, Jules.
Don't be sorry, it's my own fault. It was stupid not to back up my hard drive.
How long had you been working on those songs?
About a year all up. But hey, at least we found your life's work.
Great. I smell of rotting lasagna. We've lost his debut album. And now, worst of all, he's trying to be nice about it. Day one of the moratorium is not going well.
Wow, it really is quite chilly out here. Oh, but it is amazing. My thoughts are so clear. You know, the power of nature, the mystery of the sea, the tastiness of fish.
You haven't even cast yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, well...
Oh, don't hurl it. Pull down on your left hand. You cast with your right.
Cool, all right. Hey, here we go. I didn't see a splash. Did you see a splash? These rods have got a mind of their own.
Let's call it a day.
Jules, we can't give up now.
Well, we should. It's getting late.
It's summer. It'll be light for another couple hours.
Honestly, tempting as it sounds to spend the night in the rubbish, I need to go home.
Sure.
You know what? Maybe it's a good thing I have to start from scratch.
I can't believe he's taking this so well. If some stupid Australian lost a year of my work, I'd be furious.
I mean, you and your bandmates obviously didn't like my music, so I need to come up with some new ideas, right?
Jules, can I tell you something? I actually liked your music.
It's okay. You don't need to try and make me feel better.
It's the truth. It's just, my bandmates were a bit jealous that I'd even talked to you, and they judged your music without really listening to it. I went along with their opinion just to keep them happy. Does that make sense?
Not really. Except for the part about liking my music.
What is it?
You hear that?
Hear what?
Excuse me. Where's that music coming from?
The CD player?
Jules, this is you!
Ah, so you're Jules? I really love your CD.
Thank you.
But where did you get it?
Walter found it in the library trash, and he thought it might be important. I couldn't find you, so I put it on here while we cleaned up.
Marcus, we've been looking for that all day!
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No, it's not your fault at all. I'm just really glad that it showed up.
Yeah, I'll go get it. And don't take this the wrong way, but you really don't smell great.
We should celebrate.
How exactly?
Pizza? And maybe now that you actually like my music, a jam session?
I'd love to, but...
But there's your moratorium.
You know what? The whole point of the moratorium was to reinvigorate our music. I don't know if working with Jules will do that, but I'd be crazy not to try. Jules, I'm declaring a moratorium on the moratorium. Let's do this.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You're breaking the moratorium. No music allowed.
I'm breaking the moratorium. You're listening to music, and you came to see me. I broke one rule. You broke two.
This is a good thing, you numbskull. Let's call Sam and tell her that it's moratorium over.
No way. I don't want her to know how feeble we've been.
She didn't even want the moratorium in the first place.
But it might be working for her. We shouldn't interrupt. That was the rule.
Okay, what if somebody else suggested to her that she should call us? Then we wouldn't be breaking the rules, would we?
I guess not.
Great to see you guys. But are you sure you meant to call me and not Sam?
Of course. I mean, we talk to Sam all the time. Jack and I were just saying to each other, I wonder what Ben's up to.
Okay. Oh, well, Lily and I just successfully resolved the garbage collection issue with the village council today. Which was more interesting than it sounds, actually.
I'm sure it was.
Hey, wait. Is this about you guys wanting to break up the band?
What?
No way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see the truth now. And you want me to break the news to Sam? Guys, that's pretty weak.
No, Ben, you have got it all wrong.
Wait, did Sam say something about breaking up the band?
No. No. Just ignore me. I don't know anything. Pretend I didn't speak.
This stupid moratorium, I knew we should have contacted Sam directly.
Oh, look, do you want me to go get it for you? She's just having a jam session with some local musician.
What? Go for it, Sam. Sing along. Just come in whenever you feel like it.
Maybe if there was a melody or even a drum beat?
It's just jamming. The actual words don't matter. Sounds will do.
Ayo. 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 We could have everything. We could have everything. We could have everything. But without love, we've got nothing.
I can't believe she'd go behind our backs like this.
No, we kind of broke the moratorium too.
That's not the point. This is a much bigger betrayal. Not only is she teaming up with another musician, but his music is terrible.
No, not terrible. I mean, I actually kind of liked it.
Excuse me?
Well, I was just worried because we hadn't come up with anything great this week that she would like his music better than ours, and you said you didn't rate it, so I just kind of went along.
But I thought I was going along with you.
Wait, so you liked his music too?
I never should have come up with this moratorium thing in the first place. It was meant to reboot the band. Now Sam's giving us the boot.
It's Sam.
Yeah.
So I kind of broke the moratorium.
Yeah, well, so did we. Clearly.
I mean, we didn't really mean to. It just kind of happened.
Look, if you guys want to take a break from the band, I mean a long break, I'll understand.
So do we. If you want to take some serious time away from us, then we won't object.
If that's what you guys really want.
Well, only because it's what you really want.
Sorry, I couldn't think of anything worse.
Well, neither could we.
But I thought you guys wanted to break up.
We thought you wanted to break up.
This is all my fault. I never should have come up with this stupid moratorium idea in the first place.
Right, I agree with that. Although it did show me how much I'd miss being in the band if it wasn't around.
And, we have another confession.
So, your mate's music,
What about it?
well, we lied. It was actually pretty cool.
Okay, well, now that we've cleared all of that up, just wait there 2 seconds. Okay, guys, I want you to meet someone. Jack, Lucy, this is Jules.
Hey, Jack and Lucy.
Hi, Jules. We really like your songs.
Jules has some really great ideas.
Well, then why are we hanging around here gabbing? Let's go try some out.
We could have everything. We could have everything. We could have everything. But without love, we've got nothing. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was great. We should end the song like that, just the guitar on its own.
You really think so? Yes! Great idea, Jules! Oh, this is all sounding so awesome.
I was about to say the same.
Sorry, I just want to point out that I have good ideas too. I mean, none of us would be here if it wasn't for the whole moratorium thing.
You keep telling yourself that, Jack.
So here we all are, literally having emerged from the garbage. Where this new musical direction will end up is anyone's guess. But one thing's certain, it's going to be a lot of fun finding out.
So, I want to go again? Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4.